Hello and welcome to episode 68 of Nugget's Dungeon Terrain. This is part 5 in the Shipwreck Cove series. In this episode, I'll show how I experimented with a large rock pool to add to my sea cave network. Once again, I've taken a 6 cm block of XPS foam and cut off a 2 cm base. On this 2 cm base, as you can see here, I've designated an area to create the rock pool, and then I've melted it out using a soldering iron. When you use this technique, you'll notice that some areas melt away quite crisply. That's if you do it shallow. If you go a little bit deeper, it starts to turn into a foam slag. That material needs to get pressed down and it kind of fuses together. When it's this pliable, you can shape it and form it any way that you like. Having given the area the same colour scheme as the other parts in this series, I then proceed to add some of these weeds. From the same bag of cheap aquarium plant material, I've used these strands here to represent kelp. On top of the black, I apply snakebite leather. And then as a highlight, I use this orange sherbet. To the high tide level of this pool, I then apply some small beads and some really small beads. These will represent some kind of barnacle or sea squirt. I then carefully base coated them all black and then painted them with a worm purple. It was important during this phase that I didn't paint the inside of the hole. I then grabbed some tentacle pink and dabbed it on the inner edge of each hole. This small starfish was made out of plasticine, and then I just coated it with some tacky glue. After experimenting with a few cheap alternatives, some I've seen before on YouTube, I then decided to use this very simple and cheap Elmer's craft glue to fill up the bottom of the pool. I applied this a small amount at a time, allowing it to dry in between each turn. Because these are tidal caves, I never intended to fill up the entire hole. I then topped up some of the areas with Dimension Magic, the same product I'd used in some of the other projects. I got a little impatient and decided to take the final photos before the top layer of glue had finally cured. So here are the final pics, and you can join me in the final episode to see how it looks when it totally cleared up.